Hi guys, welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Faith. I'm a registered nurse. On this channel, I talk about more about nursing and general leveling up, especially for those nurses who want to relocate from their countries to work as nurses in the US. So if you enjoy such kind of conversation, please stick around. If you're new here, you're very welcome. Feel free and subscribe so that you can join this family and let's encourage each other. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for subscribing, and let's so guys, today I was going through some of my papers and doing some research about visa application to South Africa, and I decided that while I'm at it, I will talk to you guys about the licensure endorsement to Georgia, specifically where I'm going to. So because that's what I'm dealing with right now, and I have to endorse my license from Texas Board of Nursing to Georgia Board of Nursing, where I'll be practicing. So I thought, because most of this, the endorsement process, the agency is going to handle it, I decided, let me just talk about it. There's not much you really need to know about it, but you should know that you'll also be included in the process of endorsing your license, especially notarizing your documents and also signing some forms and also availing your fingerprints for the Board of Nursing that you'll be going to. I know most people, when they're applying for the NCLEX, they use the Texas Board of Nursing because it's a multi-state, it's a compact state license that when you have it, you can work in almost all states in the US if you have that license. But then not all of the nurses who register with the Texas Board of Nursing end up working in Texas. So if you are going to another state, you must endorse your license to the state that you are going to work to. And in my case, the state that I'll be going to work to is Georgia. So I have to endorse my license to, like, transfer my license to Georgia Board of Nursing, which I'm currently working on right now. So in this case, it depends, even if you are working alone, because I know some of you will start this process on your own. I also did the same. I started most of the process on my own, and you will think that maybe you will not need an agent to this point, but I believe that by this time in the process, in the journey, you will need your agency, because after the NCLEX, most of the time, almost 98% of the people, they don't go to the US by themselves. They use an agency so that they can negotiate for them and get a job for them before they relocate there. So for you to endorse your license, you'll have a job to the state that you are going to, so that you can endorse your license to that place. That's why I'm saying that mostly when you reach this stage, your agency will take care of most of the things, especially even the financial aspect of it, of the endorsement. So you really just need to know the things that you will need during this endorsement. So my agency sent me these forms. They closely resemble the Texas Board of Nursing forms that you will fill if you decide to go with the Texas Board of Nursing, which most people do. These forms mostly resemble it. So I was sent these forms soft copy via email. I believe that if you go to the Georgia Board of Nursing portal, you will be able to access them. But in my case, I think my agency just downloaded them and sent me soft copy to my email. And these forms are supposed to be filled by me, and they are supposed to be notarized. What I mean about notarizing is you make them authentic. You need a seal to authenticate these forms. So you take them to the notary and they notarize them. And the notary can be an advocate, or maybe a lawyer or a magistrate in the court of law that have been given the mandate to notarize documents. You just don't go to anybody in law. You're supposed to make sure that that person has an authorizing or an authorization seal or stamp that they will be able to sign their part and put that seal on. I think I know you know the seals. It can be a stamp, it can be a seal. They come in different forms. Mine was the High Court one. It is just a stamp, but it's a stamp that they have allowed that person, the magistrate who notarized my form, to notarize forms for people or documents to make them authentic. So the first form that I was sent, you'll see them on the screen, is about the Georgia Board of Nursing. It's just a form that allows them to, I'm allowing them to access my information and saying that this information is mine. It includes my name, my signature, date of birth, and my application passport, which is the passport. Also has my agent's the agent that is representing me, and that form is supposed to be notarized. So it's one form that I was supposed to take to the notary so that they can notarize it for me. The second form was just some information about the Georgia Board of Nursing. If you are sent this, you'll read them and you'll know exactly what you are getting yourself into, because you are supposed to read and agree with the terms and conditions of working as a nurse in Georgia. The third form, same, it is just information about Georgia Board of Nursing. You'll be seeing them on the screen. And then the next form is just a lot of information about my physical address and the mailing address, my names, just generally my information. And you declare the state of residency. That is if you are living in the US, which I'm not. So yeah, another form is about still my location, where I'm living at in Kenya, where I acquired my license at, which state in the US, and my employment history. There's another form that is supposed to be notarized. It is just my name. Yeah, it is just my name, and it's supposed to be notarized, just to make sure that this information that I will be filling is the right information. Oh, and this form is also supposed to be attached with a money order or check of $75. In that 7,500 shillings. That's application fee for endorsement, which my agency is taking care of. So yeah, This form is also supposed to be enclosed with a copy of your nursing education transcript, enclose a complete verification of employment if required, enclose secure and verifiable documentation of United States citizenship or legal immigration status, register for a criminal background check with Gemalto or GAPS, and mail your completed application form. I was not told to submit these things. I think it's because they are already in my file with my agency, so I think they'll just attach them with this. It's more of what the Texas Board of Nursing needs. If you've done that with the Texas Board of Nursing, you know. Another form that is also supposed to be notarized, again, my job, my employer and my employment history and job description and job title, which is supposed to be signed by an employer representative. Yeah, so this one is also supposed to be notarized. So I have so far 2 forms that are supposed to be notarized. Then there's also another form with, again, your employer history and your physical address, and they ask you questions like where you are working, do you need a license to work there, which position are you, what is your job title again. Yeah, and then the last form also that's supposed to be notarized just includes my name, date of birth, my race, and where I'm currently staying. That's my physical address and the date when I signed it, and it's supposed to be notarized. So far out of all these forms, only 3 are supposed to be notarized, and I was lucky enough, I went to the law courts in where I live, and I only paid 200 shillings for registration, and my 3 forms were notarized by a magistrate, but I took almost the whole day waiting because that magistrate had to go to courts and handle her business before she came to the office. So I was there at around 9 a.m. and I left the courtrooms at around 5 p.m. So I waited for so long just to get these stamps. But there's also an easier way, which is not really easy, because the other way is to go to an advocate that has been given a mandate to notarize forms for people or documents, and you pay for the notarization stamp. So it depends on who you will find. Some people pay 1,000 shillings, some more than that, some less. So it depends with whoever you'll get and request for them to notarize for you this form, which you must do. Another thing about endorsement is you have to do fingerprinting again. If you are with the Texas Board of Nursing, I'm sure with any Board of Nursing, you need your fingerprints. Your fingerprints needs to be assessed for any criminal background. So I also need to do another fingerprint. I'm waiting for my fingerprint cards. As I'm talking to you right now, I received a message that my cards are available. I'm supposed to pick them from the courier, which I'll do later, but they're just basically cards that you put in your name and your I think date of birth and race and something. I remember them from the application with the Texas Board of Nursing. So you need that, and then put your fingerprints on those cards before you send them the physical forms that are notarized. attach with those fingerprint cards to your agency. So I'm supposed to get my fingerprints. Don't mind about these forms that are filled with red. I didn't use that. You must use a black pen. Black pen is always the best. Use a black pen, and these were just rough copies that I wrote on before I fill the real ones. So you must use a black pen, and yeah, basically a black pen is the one that is recommended. So I'm supposed to go get the fingerprint cards and take them to either Huduma Center or the police station for fingerprinting. Yeah, the only thing about fingerprint cards, about filling the fingerprint cards, apart from filling them, you must make sure that you're not folding them. Even when they'll send them, they will be packaging them in a way that they are not folded. So make sure you don't fold them. If you fold them, they will be rejected. So that's another thing that you are supposed to be very careful about the fingerprint cards. You know, they take long to get to be sent to you, so you don't want to mess them up and then again start asking for more fingerprint cards. Yeah, so that's basically it about endorsement. That's what I'm doing right now. The next video I'll be talking about the South African visa, because a lot of people are asking me about how to apply for the South African visa when you're going for the NCLEX, and I'll be talking about that next. And I also wanted to show you guys something else that I have been waiting for it for so long, until I was just annoyed with these services of these government offices. So when we started this, after my NCLEX, I was supposed to submit a lot of documents, and one of them was our marriage certificate. And we had the original marriage certificate that you are given at the AG's office, where you go for maybe civil wedding or maybe customary wedding. So we had this, which I know most of you know if you are married. We had this, and then when I was submitting my documents, I was told that no, they don't want that. They want the original certified copy, which is supposed to be applied for at the eCitizen. So when you go to the eCitizen, they tell you that you apply, you pay for it, and then it will be ready in 21 days. Guys, I've been waiting forever for that, for the certificate to be ready. It's been months, almost 7 months since I applied for it. And I even went to Nairobi to Sheria House, and they told me come next week. So I didn't have time to go back. So I've been waiting even on their site, on their portal, to see if it is ready, but it's always saying it's in the process. So I decided to call a person. There's a lady who gave me her contact there. And she said, give me your names, I'll check for you. Then she went quiet for another 1 week. So we followed up later, and she basically told us, toa kitu kidogo so that you'll get your certificate, which really angered me, and it's very sad with our country. But anyway, we got it. After 2 days of touring kitu kidogo, it was sent to where we are, which is a very sad scenario in our country, that people do that to people. But this is how it looks like. This one is blue and the other one is white. So the certified copy is this one. I don't know why my agency told me to get this. I don't know if they bring issues if you don't have this at the exit interview, but I know people who have just gone with this at the exit interview and they've gotten their visas approved. So anyway, anyhow, we got our certified one either way, and I'm just grateful that it's here and we are done with. So that is it, guys. That is it for this video. It was just an update on what I'm doing right now and what you should expect if you will be needed to endorse your license to another state. That's what you should expect. So that is it, guys, for this video. I'm uploading this video the same day that I'll be talking to you, and maybe tomorrow after I've done my inquiries about the South African visa, because you know things keep changing and I have to do my research and give you exactly what is happening on the ground. So after I've done my research, I'll be able to come back to you probably tomorrow, because I've been doing my research for 2 days now about the South African visa apart from my experience. So tomorrow probably I'll be filming another video about this application to South Africa and exactly where you're supposed to go if you are in Kenya, because I know most of you are in Kenya. So that's what we'll be talking about next. Otherwise, thank you so much, guys, for watching. Thank you for your support. We are heading to 200 subscribers, and I've realized I have a lot of new subscribers. You're welcome. Thank you for joining my YouTube family, and let's keep growing together. If you haven't subscribed yet and you find my videos useful, please subscribe. And please, guys, like this video so that it can be shared by YouTube to other people who may not be aware of this channel. Otherwise, thank you so much and see you soon. Bye.